Well team, as time continues to march onwards, so do the Monday Bulletins. This week we have a jam-packed edition of Bulletin News, which is awesome, but doesn't contain any actual jam. So it's not going to aggravate any allergic reactions you might have to, say, jam. Not jam-packed things, which aren't full of jam. For example, this week's Thunder Cougar Falcon Bulletin, which contains no jam. Our Friday Ops took place on Indar, with Mighty running one squad and Nerve Collapse running the second squad. Vanu had the northern warp gate, and we spent a large amount of our time for the ops moving around on the NC front, trying to cause as much havoc as we could against a numerically superior foe. We made good use of the terrain, managing to deter a few vehicle rushes on NS abandoned officers with good anti-vehicle play, followed by assorted pushes into NC territory to take the fight to them. Eventually, at some point during the ops, Burnt decided he wanted to be super duper friends with Alpha Squad's Galaxy. A sentiment that he proceeded to realise by getting all up in Jet's grill, as the cool kids say, mid-air. Not to be deterred, the rest of Alpha Squad reassured our fine Galaxy pilot by reminding him of how nice his face is on a regular basis. Sensing this levity, the Bravo Squad retaliated by making assorted Family Guy quotes to amuse themselves during the long Galaxy trips that we experienced. And outside of the Galaxy base shenanigans that marked the evening, we even managed to save some territory on occasion, with an almost clinical defence against the TR at Indar Com Array, as well as taking to the skies on a few occasions to combat the large NC force that was airborne as well. Overall, the team was in high spirits for the night, and by the end of it we welcomed aboard a new member, Dr. Hex. If you run across him over the next few weeks, don't forget to say hi. Moving along to our Sunday ops for the week, we ran on Esamir for a bit of a warm-up, and then hung around till the conclusion of the Esamir alert that came up. It was mostly just one squad and change for the night, with us moving around the map trying to hold off against the NC Tide. Due to the latter situation, there was only one TRNC front on the whole map, and so the Vanu was spread crazy thin trying to fight against two factions. We had a pretty epic defence at the Freya Amp station against a large NC offensive, making good use of air superiority and galaxy drops to secure the Amp station's capture points. This encouraged the NC to go elsewhere to find their territory. We also made several resecures and subsequent counterattacks at the Andavari Biolab against the TR forces on that lane over the course of the evening. And we spent a few minutes in the air at one point, chasing down some rascally NC aircraft that were doing their thing, earning ourselves some thanks in the command chat, while Jet was on a Galaxy Boop rampage and crushed several lightnings. Enemy ones, fortunately. We managed a very strong hold at the Andavari southern base, where we would aggressively pursue enemy Sunderers that were trying to set up in a defensive location. We'd charge off the point at least 3 times to hunt down and destroy enemy Sunderers before they had a chance to set up. During all this excitement, Pope managed to get his PPA scythe going and did an amazing air-to-ground close air support, while we captured ISA mining operation from the NC. There was a few lol-tastic moments watching him chase down an enemy max before the alert came to a close and we signed off for the evening. Thanks everyone for coming out and planet-siding away another fine weekend. Moving on to other games for the week, Warframe's new update has brought the hype train into the station, and we've got some new and old faces space ninjaing it up across the assorted solar system. This weekend just gone was a double XP weekend, which led to crazy amounts of power leveling and 4 marine guns using our tried and tested Turbo Nova and Vauban combination, in addition to a bunch of us going ham on a few of the new Arkwings out there with all kinds of assorted space combat going on. The team also featured an excursion to the new Underwater Grenier lab tile set for some resource harvesting, using Pixel's fabulous Hydroid and Nerve's Necros, who is full of desecration. Much loot was had by all. Rocket League continues to amaze one and all, both tall and small. Regular games are continuing to occur, as well as featuring some wild happenings and shenanigans, such as Rimo making a strong addition to the roster after thrashing everyone with some amazing rocket-powered poetry after every goal, soundly and utterly trouncing every attempt that Jenks made to make a haiku. Our Terraria server, which was somewhat usurped by Warframe, has moved to a new home. The address has been updated in the relevant sections of our forums if you wish to get back into the bit-powered sword-swinging, slime-slashing adventure fun time. All of our progress remains as is, and you'll be able to pick up right where you left off. World of Warships continues to draw folks' attention. If you've been feeling like there's not enough excuses in your life to use the phrase, "you sunk my battleship" on a semi-regular basis, this might just be the game for you. Our team is playing on the Asia servers, and you should get in touch with Numbers or Steelgrin to see what the go is. This concludes the bulletin for this week. If you have any wildly exciting or mildly interesting news over the course of the upcoming week, feel free to get in touch with Mighty and we will make the dreams come true. Until next week, be excellent to each other.